Hey everyone, this is Scottman. What can I say? It's been quite an amazing 2014, I have to say. I can definitely say right now, this is probably out of all the years I've been doing videos, all the Let's Visit videos and stuff, this has probably been the most action-packed year, as I like to say, because there's a significant amount of videos that I've put out this year compared to past years, especially in the second half of the year. Anyway, so what I want to do in this video, I'm going to be showing a slideshow of pictures, and they'll probably go a little out of sync of what I'm going to be talking about, discussing this past year and stuff, but we'll catch up in some way. So, actually, we'll start back to, I went back to January 2014. Can't believe it's been almost a year already. And as a matter of fact, back then, I still had my old digital camera, which actually was never even meant to be a video camera in the first place, but after doing a video segment for the first time, I think a year before doing the Let's Visit videos, had pretty good quality. I was like, hey, why not? Anyway, so I remember making a quick trip to Seven Lakes State Park in the snow and stuff. It was a very cold but beautiful day. Well, it was kind of cloudy with kind of some snow flurries, but it was nice though, and like I remember it was around that time when we were having the coldest winter basically in my lifetime, because we had temperatures like struggle to get above zero and stuff. And so a little fun fact with that day, it's like my car actually got stuck in the snow there, like in the parking lot. Actually, somebody had to help push me out a little bit. It was like it wasn't on video or anything, but it's like, yeah, I kind of remember about that. But I was able to get out of the parking lot though just fine, and was able to continue the rest of the video without getting stuck again. And then not only that, but off camera, like I actually had a business trip in West Virginia, had to drive there back in January. Think a week or two before that video, and I actually ended up driving back home in a big blizzard on the Ohio Turnpike. Road was horribly bad. It's like I've had a lot of adventures in the snow, especially in January. Okay, now to shift gears a little bit into didn't really do any videos in February or anything, mainly because I was actually looking for a brand new camera because I wanted to do some HD quality videos with at least the 720 pixel quality, which actually finally ordered a camera from Amazon, and it's actually a very, very nice camera. It takes great pictures, and the quality is much nicer. And so much, I was really excited to use it. So I actually got a first chance. My family and I actually went up to my oldest sister's boyfriend. Actually has a kind of like a cabin or a lodge, like up in like the Shaney Creek area, up in like Bellaire, Michigan. So we actually spent the weekend up there. Got to spend time with my sisters and my four nieces and my nephew, as well as my mom and dad, of course, and actually I had a couple opportunities to go off and do a couple of videos while I was up there around in downtown Bellaire, where actually I did a little did like the first part of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air song as a joke. And then also doing the video in East Jordan, Michigan, in the snow. Basically, the day I was leaving there to basically head back home. It's like, yeah, the Bellaire video. I got lucky. I was able to do that video. It's like because we were high up on a mountain where like the cabin is, and it's very steep driveway to where it's like you would have a very difficult time even getting your a 4-wheel drive vehicle down the hill. But luckily, finally, somebody was able to salt the driveway to where I could get out safely. And then that led into April, where I actually did a quick video in Port Sanilac, Michigan. Actually, there's still some icebergs still left on the lake and stuff, and actually was introducing my PAX East 2014 videos, and probably looking at the pictures, I've probably already shown all the PAX East pictures already. Sorry about that, but I have a lot to say and stuff. But anyway, but PAX East 2014 was had a great time. It was my third year going to that. Actually, stayed in the same hotel. Actually, right across. I was right across from my good friends Rob, Tom, Nima, and Grazie and Autumn, or Slim Kirby, the Pasta King, Fire Kitty, Power to Mario, and Gaia Crusher 9. So I had a great time with all of them. I know we went out to dinner a lot. Went to some very delicious food places in downtown Boston. Like there was one Italian restaurant we went to. It's like some of the best food I've ever had there. I forgot what I even had. I think it was like maybe the lobster ravioli or something. I can't remember. But yeah, we went to some good restaurants, and of course we even went to Quincy Market one night. Actually got some clam chowder, although I think only half of us did. But Quincy Market has a lot of different food options if clam chowder is not your cup of tea. And then had a great time at the convention. I actually went all 3 days this time. Where the first day I think I spent a lot of time with all of them, and then actually bumped around with a little bit. I think even with my other good friend Eric or Shadow Mario 41, got to see him quite a bit that day, and as well as the second day, as well as see everybody else too, like Madame Wario, Madame Toadstool, Odenspec 33, Zanoni 11, Little Foo 68, Tamal 9, Paper Mario Guy, Skinley 19, and Lucky 7 DX. I can't remember if I said his name already, but yeah, just in case. But yeah, it was definitely a great time. Went to a couple different panels and got to explore like the expo hall. Actually, did a lot of that, especially the third day, where not everybody was at the convention the third day. So actually, I spent the day with Gaia Crusher 9 as well with Odin Spack and his friend Corona 9. So it definitely was a fun trip. And actually, I'm going to PAX East 2015 and look forward to seeing everybody there again. And then yeah, pretty much after that, then I just pretty much did some videos here and there between there and the first part of July. It's like in May, actually made my first trip over to Niles, Michigan, like the southwestern part of the state of Michigan. Actually, I had never been there before, to be honest, and actually explored Niles, Michigan, and also went across the Michigan-Indiana border down to South Bend. Both places were definitely quite cool. Actually, even got to see a statue of Knute Rockne, one of the most famous college football coaches ever, who coached for Notre Dame. So that was really cool to check out. And then around Memorial Day weekend, actually went up to the Traverse City area. Well, more so toward Manistee and Ludington. Had a great time there. Got to check out both cities as well as Ludington State Park with some pretty cool sand dunes and also a great beach line of Lake Michigan. And then although off camera, I actually went on like the southern part of M22. Actually, I did not go on the one part I did myself last year. Then sometime in June, I actually checked out also the River Raisin National Battlefield Park. Although there wasn't really a whole lot there, but still it was a lot of great history. Talking about like the battle back during the time of the War of 1812. As a matter of fact, although not on camera, I actually went with my grandmother over to Windsor, Ontario, or actually more so Amherstburg, which is across the Detroit River from like Grosse Ile, and actually checked out another fort that was important during the War of 1812. I can't remember what the name of the fort was, but yeah, that's actually I might even consider doing a video there next year, as it's not terribly far away. Then also even checked out like Saline, Michigan, also Rolling Hills Park, which is about a few miles south of Ypsilanti. So that was quite awesome. All right, so now one of the big topics I want to talk about is the Mid-Atlantic trip. First off, as if anybody's been watching my videos through the entire year, like you probably noticed that this was probably the first year since my very first year where I did not do any videos in Colorado. But But because I wasn't going to Colorado this year, I wanted to do something basically to replace that for the year. So actually, what I did was took a few months in planning a little bit. I actually wanted to do I wanted to head over to the Mid Atlantic region, like more so like Virginia and Maryland, even a little bit of West Virginia. So I planned I would say it was a 5-day and 4-night road trip, and I gotta say it was definitely a fantastic experience. Got to see a lot of cool new places, even visit some familiar places too that I've been to like once or twice even. Like first off, I actually got to check out New Philadelphia, Ohio, like along I-77 going into eastern Ohio, and then actually did a video in Parkersburg, West Virginia. I actually had to go there a few times prior, like a couple times early this year, and then also a couple times last summer for 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 business, but I never got a chance to do a video. So I actually ended up being on my route. So I was like, hey, I'll stop in and should be able to do a quick video, and finally actually got a video in. Then continued down into West Virginia, saw some spectacular views at the in Grandview, West Virginia, over at the new River Gorge area. Some of the views are quite fantastic and stuff. And actually, one of the pictures of that's actually on my desktop PC at my office and stuff. And then actually continuing into the state of Virginia, did videos in Lexington and also around the Blue Ridge Parkway. As a matter of fact, it wasn't until a couple days before the trip where I actually planned the Blue Ridge Parkway, because originally I was going to go right to the coast and eventually head down to Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, because I wanted to do video in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. But I actually ended up having to cancel that because it was around that same time Hurricane Arthur actually was passing through there, and I knew it would not have been a good idea to head over there during the trip. And actually, I almost got a little nervous that I was going to head up toward Virginia Beach as well, but fortunately, I actually stayed away from that area. So, but I definitely say with some of the great views that were on the Blue Ridge Parkway, it was definitely a very good alternative. And not only that, but it delayed myself getting over to the coast a little bit. By the time I got over to the Hampton Roads area, and eventually to Virginia Beach, the weather was a lot nicer, and actually it was very low humidity during that time, so it was very comfortable. And actually, I was quite impressed with the Virginia Beach waterfront. Got to walk up that a little bit and just enjoy the ocean air. It just felt great. And then day 3 actually headed up toward the Delmarva Peninsula. Wanted to do a video in Ocean City, Maryland, but actually ended up getting turned away a little bit because traffic was just insane. Actually, I even tried parking somewhere, and I think they were charging like $65 for 6 hours. There's no way. It's like price gouging, but that's a whole nother story. But definitely like to do a video in Ocean City, maybe when it's not as crazy and stuff. But anyway, so I actually eventually headed over toward St. Michael's and that part of Maryland. Actually, my dad's side of the family actually lived there for several months, a long time ago, like back in the 60s. So I actually got to explore that town a little bit. It was a very beautiful town. Like there's a lot of parts of Maryland there. It's like they're quite beautiful. And then not only that, but even crossing back over the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, I actually went over to Annapolis, and that is a very beautiful capital city. I really enjoyed walking throughout downtown Annapolis. Got to see the Capitol building for Maryland, and also kind of walked down near to the harbor area. Annapolis is quite beautiful. I really enjoyed walking in there. Then the next day, I actually went to Washington, D.C. Actually, I went there previously 2 years ago. However, I didn't have time to do a video then because it was a business trip, and I only had like 1 hour before sunset, so I kind of had to rush things a little bit. But at least this time, because I wasn't there for business, I was able to basically check things out at my own leisure. I got to walk basically along like the National Mall. Got to check out the Jefferson Memorial, Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument. Actually didn't go up it, but actually got to see that, and from afar got to see the White House, and then walked over east toward the U.S. Capitol, and then pretty much I think I finished that little walk over at Union Station where I just took I took the metro back to where I was parked in Alexandria, Virginia, and then after that I head across the Potomac back into Maryland over to National Harbor. Got to check out the National Harbor. It's for a tourist area. It's very beautiful. It's pretty nice along the coast, and yeah, there's even a pretty big hotel there, the Gaylord. And speaking of that, that's actually where I'm actually going there next month because I'm attending MagFest, which is held at the Gaylord in National Harbor. So that'd be quite cool. Go to seeing quite a bit of the people I mentioned that I saw at PAX East. So I'll get to see a lot of them next month. So that'd be really cool. And then I head to Fort McHenry up in Baltimore later that day, where I actually got to check out basically the place where Francis Scott Key got the inspiration to write the current U.S. national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. And then eventually I made the trek back over toward home, but I made a couple stops around, like in Martinsburg, West Virginia, and then Sideling Hill, which is like near Hancock, Maryland, and then eventually stopped at Point State Park, which is right in downtown Pittsburgh, where the three rivers meet: the Ohio River, the Monongahela River, and the Allegheny River. Then eventually made it back home, and then not only did it 2 months, not 2 months, but 2 weeks after that, actually was attending another video game convention that I'd never attended before. It's called ConBravo, which is actually a smaller event that's in Hamilton, Ontario. Takes place like every July at the Hamilton Convention Center. At least for right now. Let's look until it gets. They might have to find a bigger place because it's starting to get really popular and stuff. Like matter of fact, like the Runaway Guys and JonTron, all of them were actually at that. But I actually got to tour a little bit of Hamilton a little bit the first day, and then spent, I'd say, the majority of the 3 days there. I actually got to hang out with my good friends Odin Spack 33, Zenoni 11, and Little Foo 68. Got to see them much of the weekend. I also got to see Shots Rocks as well, and then actually got to meet Pixel Plume for the first time. So that was really cool, because I've seen him some of the online streams that my friends have done for different video games and stuff. So it's definitely cool to meet him. And for a small convention, it was actually pretty fun. Not sure if I'm gonna go. I may not go this next year to it, but it's definitely good that I went at least once, though. And after that was over, then I just continued doing some more videos, like in Midland and Mount Pleasant, where I got to do a couple videos there, as well as the Shiawassee National Wildlife Refuge. And then around Labor Day weekend, actually did another weekend adventure, like with my family, up at the same place again. So I actually, at different moments of that weekend, actually got to go off to to Sheboygan and back to the Leelanau Peninsula, also up to Charlevoix. Got to do some videos, and I actually did a couple of driving videos too, where I actually film while I'm driving and stuff. So I kind of got the inspiration to do the Driving with Scottman895 videos, kind of like from the Mid-Atlantic trip, where they were called Scottman895 shorts, where I just didn't have time to really get out to do a full length video or anything. So it was like film as I go along and stuff, mainly showing like the highways and stuff. And it was like, oh, this will actually get to show people like a whole different perspective of different places. So that's basically where the Driving with Scottman895 idea came along, and I wasn't sure how I was with the reception about that, but I've seen a lot of likes on some of the videos with that, so I'll definitely continue doing the driving videos. As I'm saying this, it doesn't hurt to try new things. But at the same time, I definitely want to still do not the old, but still want to continue doing the Let's Visit videos. And then, actually, toward the later part of September, I checked out the rest of the thumb of Michigan, more so like along the thumb. Like, I went up to Port Austin, Harbor Beach, and also to Caseville. Actually, I actually never even been to Caseville before. Actually, for a small town, actually, it was pretty nice. You actually got a chance to even do some driving videos up in there, and then also periodically even to like even some in the Metro Detroit area too, around different areas. Then in October, I actually went up to Hartwick Pines and over to Mayo, Michigan. I actually had some beautiful views of the fall color up in northern Michigan. It's definitely something that everybody should definitely check out at some point. All the fall colors, whether it's northern Michigan or even up in like New England, because I heard the fall foliage is really pretty up there too. And November, actually had a business trip to Arizona. Actually, it was my first time going to Arizona. I was definitely quite impressed. It was very clean there. The freeways are very nice, and I actually got a chance to check out Scottsdale, Arizona, the old town Scottsdale. It was very charming there. Trying to find some words to describe. It was quite beautiful walking around there. A lot of great restaurants in there. Really had a great time there. Even did a couple of driving videos around the Phoenix area as well. Although one was kind of like nighttime, didn't come out very well, but oh well. And actually, while I was there too, even one night I got to see my cousin in Gilbert, so that was awesome. But yeah, really enjoyed Arizona. Definitely want to check out other places in Arizona like Flagstaff or Tucson, and also I've heard Sedona, Arizona is really nice. And then and maybe try considering staying on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. and and then finally this month, December, actually went to Findlay, Ohio, as well as Napoleon, Ohio. Actually wanted to go to Findlay, Ohio last year, but because of heavy rains that were going on there and also some flooding going on, I actually had it postpone that trip to basically to this year. But city is quite beautiful. Really enjoy going there, and did a couple of driving videos as well. Actually, just the night I'm recording is actually just uploaded one of my driving videos that I did in Ann Arbor, or like on Highway 23. Well, so yeah, so as you can tell, very exciting year. And anyway, so I basically want to say thank you to basically all the people I got to hang out with throughout, more so like the conventions like PAX East and ConBravo. So I want to give a special thanks to my good friends Slim Kirby, Power to Mario, Faya Kitty, The Pasta King, Odenspag 33, Zanoni 11, Little Foo 68, Shadow Mario 41, or XLI, Madam Toadstool, Madam Wario, Guy Crusher 9, Lucky 7 DX, Skidly 19, Tomal 9, and Paper Mario Guy. Although I think I only saw Paper Mario Guy very briefly, but still it was great to see him again too. So, and it's great to see everybody, and also for everybody who did cosplays, they were quite awesome. Really enjoyed Eric or Shadow Mario 41's Pokemon Trainer costume, and then Bethany's or Madame Wario's Jigglypuff and Ponk from Fire Emblem Awakening costume, and Natalie did a great job with her Vaporeon, and I forgot her character's name that she did from Fire Emblem Awakening, but that was really cool. And of course, Tom or PTM did Apollo from Smite. Slim Kirby was Mario one day, and then also Zanoni 11 or Alicia. She had some great cosplays as well. Actually, I think she even made hers too. The Glaceon costume, and then also forgot the full name of her League of Legends cosplay. I think Ash is like the short name of it. That cosplay was really good. But but yeah, all of them do a great job with the cosplays and stuff. And then and also I also thank, of course, Odin Spack 33s and Oni 11 and Little Flu 68 for being able to hang out with them throughout ConBravo as well. And also in Pixel Plume 9 is, or not Pixel Plume 9, just Pixel Plume. They also great meeting you too if you're watching this video. And most importantly, also want to thank everybody who has viewed these videos or even my past videos and subscribed this year. And I can definitely say this has been my most successful year yet. Because I think when I did check the analytics and stuff, I started the year with only like around 64 subscribers, or maybe less than that. And actually, I'd say I pretty much doubled my subscriber count this year. So I really appreciate all your support. I thank you very much, and I enjoy making these videos for everybody, and I appreciate all the positive feedback and everything. And like, this channel would not be successful without you guys, and also all my good friends who I've mentioned earlier. So thank you very much for everything. And also, I mean, also for, I know one person who's commented a lot on my videos recently. I think People Pleaser 1. Hope I got your name right, but I appreciate all your comments too, because I know you're watching these videos from Scotland. So that's definitely great to see viewers there from the other side of the Atlantic Ocean and stuff. So yeah, it's really awesome and stuff. Well, I've probably gone on too much with this audio recording. I'm surprised I've been able to talk almost like 28 minutes non-stop without even having to pause. That's almost a record for me. But anyway, thank you again, everybody, for sharing, for sharing these memories with me, like for 2014, and I look forward to doing some more videos in 2015. Got lots of stuff planned already and stuff that's gonna be in the works and stuff. So look forward to 2015, and thank you for watching today's video. And this is the Scottman signing out.